Good afternoon, dear children. So, here let us continue with the chapter as we were learning the previous day on Salim and Tansin. So, we had seen that there is a small boy called Salim who one day he was sitting in his father's shop and he was chopping vegetables, he was peeling and chopping them, and then he had to work a lot for his father, help him out rather. And but then he also loved singing, but he could not take singing as his profession because his father was not well off so much to finance him for teaching him the music. And so but he could catch music very well. He used to listen to an ustad in his street, and then he caught some ragas from him, and he could hum those beautifully, rather in perfection. When he was humming, a person came there and stood, and he applauded at Salim's singing, and that person we later come to know is Tansin, who is famous in Akbar's court as one of the jewels. So let us continue from there. So here it's Raga Bhairavi. Oh, Salim picked up another potato. I don't know about ragas, sir, but I never forget a tune. So then the man identified the raga that he was singing as Raga Bhairavi. So then Salim says that I don't understand about the various ragas, but then I pick a tune very quickly. The man came and sat down near him. He placed his fingers on his lap and said softly, please sing for me, son. So then again the man was more interested to listen to his song. So he came near Salim. He laced his fingers, that means his fingers of both the hands were crossed together, and then he kept on his lap as though he's going to listen to Salim's song very intently, and said softly, please sing for me, son. Softly, Salim sang all the songs he had heard the ustad sing. The man sat before him with his eyes closed, at times tapping a finger to keep the beat. So the man, he was listening to what Salim was singing, and with all his attention he was towards Salim's song, and then he was listening to the song. The man sat before him with his eyes closed, at times tapping a finger to keep the beat. Keep the beat means to keep the music. Where Salim sang well, the man would sway a bit. So in whichever places Salim was singing very beautifully according to the tune, so then the man was swaying, moving side to side. He was enjoying the song. That was his gesture. He would sway a bit and give a little approving nod. So here approving nod means as though he agrees with the way Salim is singing. Salim wondered who he was. So till now Salim does not know who this man is. He wore a simple silk robe and pajamas and had wrapped a shawl around him. His shoes, though made of good leather and embroidered with gold, were old. So this man, we see that though he was dressed in expensive clothes, but those were old. He looks like a landlord, Salim concluded. So Salim felt maybe he is a landlord. Finally, Salim took a deep breath and sang his favorite tune. So Salim is still going on singing for the man, and the man is enjoying. It always made him think of cloudy skies and the smell of wet earth after the first shower of rain. It was the song he sang when he was alone on the roof of the house flying a kite. So this song, whenever he sang, it reminded him of a cloudy day and when the rainy season comes, and that time he was reminded of. It was the song he sang when he was alone on the roof of the house flying a kite. When he stopped, the man said softly, "That is Rag Malhar. It's the best of all." So then Salim enjoys singing Rag Malhar. That is what he said. It's the best of all. It's one of my favorites too. So the man also said that, yes, this raga is one of my favorite. The man looked thoughtfully at him. So the man was looking at Salim and thinking something. "Would you like to learn music, son?" So then he offers that whether Salim is interested in learning music. "And what's your name?" "Salim," the boy said. "My father wants me to learn music, but we can't afford it. So I'm going to be a cook." So here then Salim gives his introduction. His name is Salim, and he also says that his father also wants him to be a musician, to learn to be a singer, but then he could not afford to pay so much for learning. So then it was finally decided that Salim would be a cook. "Not when you can become a singer," the man said. So the man said that, "No, you won't be a cook if you can be a singer. I'll teach you for free, but you'll have to stay with me at the fort." So then the man offers that, "Yes, I'll teach you for free and you will be staying with me at the fort." So fort means which is related to the king's palace. The fort is the place where they all give a protection to the kingdom from the enemies. So then he offers that you have to come to the fort. The fort, Akbar Badshah's fort. Salim looked disbelievingly at the man. So Salim was surprised that who is this man who is calling me at the fort and telling me to live at the fort? "Yes, come to the fort this evening with your father and we'll discuss everything." The man looked around the small street full of wandering cows and people. Wandering means moving around. So here cows and people, they are moving around. So this is quite a busy street, you can say, or it's crowded by cows and people. "This is not the place to accept a disciple," he said. Disciple means in Hindi we call Shishya. So he says that I'm not going to accept a disciple now because this is not the perfect place. Salim looked suspiciously at the man. Suspiciously means he was thinking that who is this man? Why is he offering me to teach singing, that too free? And upon that he is calling me at the fort, which is Akbar Badshah's fort. "You are not joking, are you?" "No," the man smiled. "I'll leave word with the guards at the gate. Tell them to take you to Mia Tansin's room." So then he assures Salim that no, I am not joking. I will be saying to my guards at the gate that when you arrive, you are supposed to be taken to my room, that is Mia Tansin's room. "Mia Tansin, you?" Salim looked up at the man. So Salim is surprised that means you are Tansin, the great singer. "How can you be Tansin? You are not even riding a horse." Tansin smiled gently at this innocent observation. So now here Salim knew that Tansin was a great singer and he is in Akbar's court. He is highly regarded for his talent. And so that means he is a great personality. And how this great personality has come to me, a simple person, and then he is offering me to teach singing. So then he says that how can you be Tansin? So you are not even having all those horses and chariots and all everything. Tansin smiled gently at this innocent observation. Salim thought for a moment. Still, there's no harm in trying. I'll go to the fort today just to see. So then he agrees that yes, I will go to your fort and just to see. That is what he says. he is very happy that he has been offered to learn singing from Tansen, the great singer, but then he did not show his enthusiasm in front of Tansen. So since he is a very simple person, Salim, he comes from a small family, and then where they have not seen the luxuries of life, and here he is being offered to stay in the fort. So then though he is excited, but then he does not exhibit his excitement. So the story is written by Subhadra Sengupta. So here we get a message that if we have talent and if we have the wish, the determination to do something, we can do. God shows us the path. So we should, whatever we have to do, first thing is that we should have the determination to do that. And of course, if you are having a talent, we can make the talent good by showing our enthusiasm, showing our dedication, our determination, and then rest will let us leave it in God's hand. So I hope, children, you have understood the chapter. So thank you for today. So thank you and have a wonderful day.